feature presentation.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, Burton Entertainment $5 tier here on Patreon. I do want to thank every single one of you guys for your ongoing support here at Channel Burton Entertainment. And really quick before I get started, if you think if the lighting's different when I actually film the reaction video, it's because I'm filming this part a little bit early because I have a work meeting here in like 35 minutes. And so I'm just going to film this part here and then I'm going to do the reaction. So if the lighting's a little bit different, I do apologize about that, but I need to get this part done before I go into work today. Just to let y'all know that here. But again, I want to give everybody a shout out who is on the $5 tier. So we have Mary Getty, Spitz, Adam Daly, Hardcore Kyle, Jordan Warner, James Houston, Brian Whitney, Chisholm King, Luann Owen, Kara Lee, Alyssa, Dan Holloway, Toby Stud Supreme, A. Crispy, Jake Fraser, Zach Mustafa, Darby Belial, Kennedy Fig, Joab Rogers, Evan, Jacob Johnson, LOL Ikeem, Ren, Brendan Young, Lorenzo Rodriguez, Braden Partridge, Pugcore, The Asthmatic, Alex Turner, and Scott Johnson. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much for your ongoing support here at the channel Burton Entertainment Patreon. Again, your ongoing support means the absolute world to me here, and much love to every single one of you guys. Thank you again. So I've gone on record before saying that I really don't like long songs. There's been the occasional song, you know, something from like Metallica or Machine Head, where I'm like, you know what, this is pretty good. But overall, man, especially with like metalcore or like, you know, progcore or post-hardcore, any kind of core music, I like my songs between like 3 and 4 minutes. That's just where my attention span kind of just like dwindles a little bit here. Like the last August Burns Red song, like The Reckoning, a little bit too long for me here. Again, had some really cool moments in it, but unfortunately I haven't really gone back to that song since because it's just so long. But again, the band we are checking out today is a band that I have gone on record saying that I think their long songs are fantastic because, again, they keep things interesting, it holds my attention, and they are very, very talented musicians. They've been doing this for a while. I think they kind of like, not really, I don't know if they created the genre, but they definitely perfected the Djent genre, which is funny because I'm contradicting myself because, again, the album we're checking out today is Periphery V. Djent is not a genre. We're going to be checking out the entire album here today. Again, really excited to check it out with you guys here. These guys are just like craftsmanships of what they do. Again, I think they kind of like created the genre like this, like at least with this type of music. And so these guys are incredible. They're super talented. Spencer's voice is just out of this world. Misha is a wonderful guitar player. Everybody in this band is incredibly talented. Again, they hold my attention with long songs. I love Periphery 3 Select Difficulty. That's my favorite album from Periphery, so I'm hoping this one will become my new favorite. I'm really hoping because I love the singles. So again, beyond excited to jump into it with you guys here. But again, a few things before we get started with the full album reaction. Number one, I'll ask you to please not share the link with anybody. Again, this is my way of giving back to you guys for supporting me here on Patreon at Channel Burton Entertainment. If you like to encourage your friends or family to join the Patreon, I would never say no to that and would be extremely grateful. But again, I'll ask you to please keep the link to yourself, and everybody's been very respectful about that. There is going to be a Patreon poll for this as well, so once this full album reaction is up, whether you listen to it on your own free time or jam it with me, come vote on your favorite song. The highest voted song will be the clip that I upload this upcoming Monday to YouTube for people to check out here. So again, your vote does matter. Again, the only songs that won't be in there are the songs I already reacted to. There's going to be a couple songs that you guys can pick from, so make sure you pick your favorite that's in the poll. Periphery is on 3 Dot Recordings, which is like their own recording label, which is really, really cool. And again, we are able to upload this to YouTube as unlisted. So again, there will be time codes in the description for you guys to follow along here. There's also official music videos and official visualizers as well for all the songs. So again, a very very nice looking video. I love when bands do that. It's really, really cool. If the computer freezes or the mic cuts out, I do apologize about that. Generally with longer videos, it does have a tendency to do that. This album is over an hour long, so it may happen a few times. So again, I'm so sorry in advance. I am trying to make an upgrade here soon, but again, things get a little bit expensive. As we all know, life can be pretty difficult when it comes to financial things sometimes. And then of course, as always, we're going to be doing a first listen review on the album. So again, you guys will get the early access to that. I will be uploading that to YouTube on Monday as well, but you guys will be the first one to see it. But without further ado, my friends, let's go ahead and jump into Periphery's new album, Periphery V, Djent is Not a Genre. Let's not waste any more time, and let's jump right in. Alright, my friends, so as you can see, the lighting in my room's a little bit different. The first part of the video I shot at like 7:30, and now it's like 10:30, so the lighting's a little bit different. My hair's also a little bit different because I was wearing a beanie because it was really cold outside, so apologize about that. I had to go to a work meeting, so I just wanted to get that first part done before I did the reaction. So, again, Periphery V, Djent is Not a Genre. Been looking forward to this album. This actually was one of my most look forward to albums this year. The first two songs we've already heard, which is Wildfire and Atropos, I believe that's how you say it. I've done a reaction to both of these songs, but I will say for Wildfire, I have not seen the music video because, again, when they dropped Wildfire, it was just the official visualizer, and then the day after they dropped the music video. So I have not seen the music video to this yet, so it'll be fun to watch. So again, the first two songs I've already heard. It's only 9 songs, but again, these songs are so long, it makes it a 69-minute album. Nice. So, so without wasting any more time, let's pop it off. Periphery V, Djent is Not a Genre. Let's pop it off in 3, 2, and 1. Alright, my friends, we are in for a long journey. Again, this hour and 9 minutes, dude. Super long. The song is really good, dude. Look at that smile. I love that. This is a cool video, dude. Look like they're just in a warehouse. Monsters! Woo! Love that, dude. That song is awesome. Spencer's voice being able to go back and forth like that is just something magical, dude. So sick. Love the singing on this, dude. Don't know what to do with it. I don't sound as good as Spencer, and I got the lyrics wrong too. There's the thumbnail shot right there. Woo! song, it's a long song, but it's so sick. There's so many moving parts, and I love that, dude. So I'm taking some quick notes really quick. Oh, here's the here's like the not movie theater, the hotel, like really fancy hotel when you walk in. And I said this in my review where I'm like, so welcome to the so-and-so Inn. Are you here? You have a reservation? Yes, I have 2 for Chandler Burton Entertainment. They'd be like, well, welcome in, my good sir. That's literally, you can play this part at a hotel and you would never guess that the next part is going to be a Djent riff. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying, brother. Are they watching their own footage? That's kind of clever. That's pretty funny. I like that. Oh yeah. This part is really cool. They're like, oh, I like this hotel. This is really sick. I'm gonna go to the Djent hotel. So good, dude. Yeah, then it just goes here, dude. Such a good song, dude. Alright, next song is Atropos, which I did do a reaction to this here. So, this is one of those songs, too, where the audio seems really quiet on this one. But I'm gonna leave it where it's at because, like, if I'm gonna forget to turn it down, and then the next song's gonna be blasting in my ear. Yeah, I don't know why this one is so quiet. It's a good song though. This is a really cool video too. I want to see what people are saying about this album. So I'm gonna look up a review really quick. Again, I've heard the song, so I'm gonna look this up. I can't believe this is only their 5th album, dude. That's insane. I know they had other stuff in between, but I'm reading a few reviews, and a lot of people are kind of mixed on the album, which I'm like, interesting. How? I love that, dude. That part's sick. It's very interesting to see what people have to say about the album. Like, it's very, very interesting. Yeah, a lot of people seem to really like it. A lot of people say it's not their best work, but a lot of people say it's good. So, I don't know. We'll see, man. I'm excited to try out the rest of it. The thing is, though, it's like, it's nothing against the song, but it's like, since I've already heard this, it's like, I want to get to the new ones. Because there's only one other single they put out, which was Zagreus, which is not till track 7, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9 are all going to be new. So, really excited to hear those songs. Really excited. Oh, his voice is so good, dude. I always say that. Again, like stuff like this, that just mixes it up, and I'm like, it's just insane, dude. I just realized the poll's going to be really short because there's only a few songs. So there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There'll be 6 songs in the poll. So, dun, dun. This part's really cool. It feels like the end of like a movie. Like you feel like you just watched the movie, and then it's like has all these like cool credit scenes. I'm like, it literally feels like like this would be like a really cool ending of for like a movie. That would be really sick. Like after like this kind of reminds me of like an indie like A24 film, where it's like it has such a cool outro, it has the music and stuff. So I'm like, that's really sick. I really like that aspect. Speaking of which, this full album reaction, I just realized this will probably be one of my longest ones, if not my longest. Like, this could literally fill the length of a feature film. Like, the way from start to finish, it'll probably be at least an hour, 15, 20 minutes, I'd assume. It's gonna be a big one, so it's gonna take forever to freaking upload to YouTube and Patreon, so... but yeah, it'll be, dude, that'd be so cool to put like one of my reactions, like full album react in the theater, like in an IMAX theater, and people just come watch me react to music for like an hour and a half. It'd be so funny. Okay, next song, brand new. Wax Wings is the first new song off the album. Djent is not a genre. Oh, starting off with a riff, nice. The song's about 7 minutes and 26 seconds, so let's see what Periphery's got in store for us here. Let's take a journey, my friends. See what I mean by the audio though? Like the last song was quiet, but this one's normal again. Spencer's shining on this. It's like it's cool because you know it's, ooh, see? You're excited because you know where it's gonna go, so it's always like a fun little treat, you know? Okay, going back to that similar riff. This riff kind of reminds me of that one song off their last album, It's Only for Smiles, I believe it's what it's called, which is a great song. I love that song. Woo! Just hanging over me and the world's watching tonight. Yeah, this is school life, making mine. So sick. Do it all the time. Dust off your shoulders through it. Yeah, this is still life. Oh, his voice. Gosh dang it. Just simp over his voice, dude. Oh yeah. God. Dude. Pick it up, boys. Oh yeah. Keep your head up high. 1 second, 1 day, 1 step, you're not on your own. Not on your own. I'm feeling like an empty room. Heck yeah, dude. Here we go, that piano thing, that piano softness again, kind of like with Wildfire. Sounds good though.
Must I lay here as a product of the world I never leave? I can see my life is crashing down, it's been a while. My mind is racing for a million miles. The machine is turning me. Just imagine the damage that's done when you fly with wax wings in the sun.
Yeah, dude.
Holding on like it's an infant child. The machines are turning me. The past is present and under denial. It's holding on like it's an infant child. The machines
His voice is just, I keep saying this about the reaction, but so unique, you know? Like it fits this music perfectly. There we go. Love that. Love that. Oh, the atmosphere on the song is hype, dude. Beautiful song. Djent is not a genre. That is so funny to me, dude. I can't get over the title. Like, I love it, dude. It's so funny. Djent is not a genre. Is this near the end? 'Cause, dude, this song went by quick. Nice. Alright, next song is Everything Is Fine. Oh, building that riff. Alright, this song's about 5 minutes, so somewhat of a shorter song. But that riff is hitting though, I'll tell you what. Yeah. Ooh, pick it up, boys, with that riff, though. Jeez. This is a high octane, dude. It's really fast paced. Ooh. crazy. Oh yeah, come on. Oh, that's sick. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, this is freaking dope. Oh, it's like it slowed it down sneakily. It was like, slow it down, brother. That was really cool. I like that. That was really cool. Woo! Ooh, such a chunky boy. Dang, dude. Holy crap. Alright, next song is Silhouette. Dang, dude, I gotta calm down after that. Last one was sick, dude. Really cool song. Silhouette is our next song on Djent is not a genre. Djent is not a genre. I just can't get over it, dude.
Love, lost, light, circling everybody.
Ooh. This is the shortest song on the album, by the way. 4 minutes and 51 seconds. So this is the shortest one. Okay.
Step back in the memory, relive for parody of me. He gets hazy, move along in disbelief. We're not the people we once were, and we've moved on seeking out answers. Viewing the past self like he's only a friend of mine.
Ooh, slowing things down a bit. It might change, but right now.
In the afterglow, it's only part of the path we take, lifting our wake. The colors of our past will fade to gray. This life replays in stereo. We soak in the afterglow.
Yeah.
Leave clues hanging from the wall. See him walking down the hall, piecing the puzzle undone. It's
Sounds like a pop song a little bit.
every place, but he can't find the boy inside.
yeah, definitely. I hate saying The Weeknd, but I'll say it has like a beat like The Weeknd, dude. It's pretty cool. I didn't expect this at all, so. Like, it kind of gives it a breather from like the rest of the album. But it might pick up, I don't know. It's really unique. I mean, the whole album's unique, but this is really unique. Very interesting. I don't think I've ever heard Periphery do something like this. I could be wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Let me know down below if y'all know. But I don't think I've heard him do something like this. Oh. Ooh, very interesting. Kind of sounds like a trumpet there. Love the piano on that. Oh, I thought for sure it was gonna hit with a riff. Very interesting. Nice. Very unique. I didn't expect that at all. Again, it kind of gives the album a little bit to calm down a little bit after the first like 4 songs. So it's kind of like a nice mellow to like kind of bring it back into the, I assume it's going to be craziness. So, all right, Dying Stars next. Also, this song is fairly short, 5 minutes and 17 seconds. So like everything is fine. Silhouette and Dying Star are like the middle part of the album where it's somewhat short. So we'll see what we got. This one's a little bit different too. It's a little bit slower.
Playing the part of who you are. So go low, take it home. Yeah, the time is nothing to me. So the world make it burn.
Taking out some notes really quick.
Breathe out the past and present, let your heart
we got a little bit of a pop vibe too.
Turn mind into an ocean. So take space, 'cause you're not alone. It's the same place as it was before. On roads unknown. Your heart is open. Take space, 'cause you're not alone. It's the same place as it was before. On roads unknown. Your heart is open.
But yeah, this one was definitely felt like a popped influenced song as well. Very interesting. I actually like it though. I think it sounds pretty cool. Open.
Take space, 'cause you're not alone. It's the same place as it was before. On roads unknown. Your heart is open. Take space, 'cause you're not alone. It's the same place as it was before. On roads
Yeah, very interesting the way they're influencing these pop elements. Like, I didn't really expect it. It's like a Djent version of The Weeknd, dude. Like, it's weird. I don't know, that's what I'm feeling. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I'm feeling with this. Very interesting. I liked it, though. Super sick. So, the next song, Zagreus. Again, we've already heard this song. This is a single. I did react to it, so... just to let y'all know, the last... this song... Dracul, Gras, and Thanks, Nobuo are super long songs, so let's prepare, boys. Let's check how much time we have left. Dude, there's still a half hour left, and there's 3 songs left. That's crazy, dude. Again, if I've ever heard the song, I will say I am liking this album a lot, man. Super sick. I'm really enjoying it. I love the riff in this, dude. I mean, there's a bunch of riffs, but... I think I have most of my reviews, both my notes and my reviews, so... Again, since I've already heard the song, I don't have much to commentate, so I'm just kind of jamming along, having a good time. I haven't heard the song in a while, actually. I preferred Wildfire over this song. I've listened to Wildfire a few times. I didn't really go back to this one, but it's still a good song, though. We will never be.
Cause we're falling apart, you and I. Will it ever be? Will we ever live another day in honesty? Cause we're falling apart, right from the start, you and I. Will it ever be? Will we ever live in honesty? Cause we're falling apart, you and I. Will it ever be? Will we ever live another day in honesty? Cause we're falling apart, right from the
Love this part. Super good singing.
So paint that picture to sleep at night. No regard for another's life. We'll be just fine. So paint that picture to sleep at night. No regard for another's life. We'll be just fine.
What I'm saying, though, like, I don't know, like, the long songs, like, it's weird. I'm gonna talk about it in my review, but, like, to kind of give you guys a little bit of a context, like, I feel like the longer songs, like, are better paced than the shorter ones, which is so weird to say, for me to say that. It's very strange. Let's go, man. A lot of piano in this as well, I've noticed. Lots of piano, which I like. I like piano. Definitely been to a lot of Sleep Token lately, and they use a lot of piano, so love me some Sleep Token. Can't wait for that album, man. That album's gonna just blow everybody away, I think. I'm so excited for it. Yeah, this song has a cool outro from what I remember. here we go. Dracul, Gras, is that how you say it? This is the longest song on the album, so it's 12 minutes and 21 seconds, so let's see if my boys can hold my attention, which they're doing a pretty good job of, so. Oh, not yet. Oh, a bouncy boy to start off with. Let's see where it goes. Oh, yeah. I love the riff right here, super sick. Ooh, this part sounds cool. Oh, sorry about that. Let me go ahead and rewind that here. I'm shocked they didn't do that earlier, to be honest, because it's a long video. Oh, I love the singing here.
part sounds cool.
Like a horror movie. Yeah, this does sound like from like a I could probably tell by the name, like I'm sort of a spin-off of Dracula, I'd assume, but it's kind of cool that I'm incorporating the horror element. That's pretty sick. Here we go. I really like this one, actually. I love it's so all over the place, but man, it's sick. Oh, that's sweet. Love that. Yeah, this one has so many moving parts in it, dude. I really like it. Ew. Dang, dude. Yeah, this one was sick. Again, it's really long, but it has so many cool. I love that horror element that they put in there. That was really sick. I really enjoyed that. I think I have most of my notes ready, so. A little bit long of an outro, but that's okay. I probably could have cut this part a little bit, make it a little bit shorter, but that's okay. I'm not going to put that as a complaint or anything. Dracul, Gras. I don't know what that means, but I'm probably saying it completely wrong, too, which is even more hilarious. Alright, my friends, this is the last song. Thanks, Nobuo from Star Wars. I don't know how to say that. Thanks, no bueno. I don't know. No idea what that means, but. Ooh. I like the way this is starting. Sorry, my work texted me, so I had to just text them back really quick.
song feels like a fun song. A fun, like, drive around the sunset or drive around when it's sunny out. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of that feeling.
This is a moment divine, a silent wave, for just a moment in time. The patterns are aligning now. The climb to bask in the light.
Ooh, what's going on here? It sounds like my headphones are breaking up, but it's like I know it's a part of the song. It's weird. His voice is spectacular, dude. Oh, how does he hit those high notes without squeezing his balls, dude? I'm gonna be really upset because this song's like 11 minutes. If the rest is just like an outro, I'm like, dude, you could have cut this off like right here. You could have just quieted it out and just cut it out. But maybe there's more. Well, there is more, obviously, but. I hope I'm not right. I hope it's not a really long outro. Come on, dude. They could have cut that off a while ago if that's the case. Dude, there's like another like 3 minutes on this song. 2.5 minutes. Maybe we'll drop in and surprise us. Like, it's awkward. I don't know what to say. Hello. Jeez, dude, it is a long outro. I just don't know what to... I feel awkward just sitting here. I don't know what to say. Thanks? There's 1 minute left. Dude, this did not need to be an 11-minute song. Holy mother of Moses, dude. That outro did not need to be that long. I mean, seriously, that song could have ended like 4 minutes ago. It was a good song, but they could have cut it off 4 minutes ago. I hate starting off with the negative because overall, I really enjoyed this album. I definitely have some pros and I have some cons. So let's go in and break it down. My first listen review is coming up next, so stick around for that. All right, my friends. So we just got done jamming Periphery's new album, Periphery V, Djent. Is not a genre, which again, I just absolutely love that name. It just cracks me up. I think it's really, really clever. But overall, man, I really enjoyed this, dude. I think I still prefer Periphery 3, which is my favorite Periphery album. So I'm going to say that's still my favorite. But this one was a really solid listen. So let's go and break it down through the pros, the cons. I'll give you my top 3 songs, and we'll give you a score at the very end. So let's go ahead and kick in with the pros here. I'd say pro number 1 is that there are some really long songs on this album. There were a few times where they dragged a little bit here, but I actually think that the pacing of the longer songs are better than the short songs. Like, you know, Everything Is Fine, Silhouette, Dying Star, those shorter songs. Like, I felt like actually, like, the longer songs were, like, better paced, had more interesting momentum in the songs. There was a few times in the songs where I was like, okay, we need to wrap this up because the outro was a little too long. But overall, man, I thought the long songs were really good, and that's coming a lot from me, especially from a guy who doesn't really like long songs. So the long songs were good, and they didn't overstay their welcome. I thought that was really, really cool. I also got to give a huge shout out to Spencer. He is a vocalist machine. The way he can hit those high notes, those growls, the mid screams, like he can do everything. He's been doing this for so long that he must have found some kind of technique to like really just take his voice and just do whatever he can with it here, because like obviously the instruments in this band there's so many moving parts in it, but Spencer's voice is an instrument, and it's a necessity to this band. Like, it's very important. Without Spencer, without anyone else, this band just would not shine like the way they do now. So again, huge shout out to Spencer for making this a wonderful vocal performance throughout the entire album. Just absolutely fantastic. I would also say this album had a lot of pop elements in it, but it worked. Like Silhouette, for example, and Dying Star really felt like The Weeknd, but if it just had like Djent riffs, especially on Dying Star.
And I actually really like that. It kind of broke up kind of a little bit the monotony of the album a little bit here, because it does get a little bit repetitive, which we will talk about in the cons here. But overall, man, in my personal opinion, when they had those pop elements, it really just kind of let the album breathe a little bit. And I really enjoyed those elements on the album. I thought that was really, really cool. And then I would say one of the biggest things that this album just oozes creativity. Like I went back to listen to, or went back to look at my playlist from last year, my top 10 albums of 2022. Dude, nothing comes even close to the creativity that Periphery was able to put out in this one album. So again, everything they were able to do, all the cool noises, all the cool guitar work, the sweeps, the vocals, like it was so creative in its own right, and I just thought that was really cool. So a couple of cons that I do have with the album here. I would say number one, kind of weird for me to say, but I actually, as I said in the beginning, like in my pros, that I think the shorter songs actually struggle a little bit more than the longer songs, because I think Periphery is just so used to making longer songs, and they're kind of just like, we need to have a couple of songs on here that are a little bit shorter in length. But as much as I do love those songs, and Everything Is Fine is one of my favorite songs on the album, I just felt like it kind of struggled a little bit. As much as I love the pop elements and as much as I love like everything they put into it, I'm like, I don't know, the shorter songs felt longer than the longer songs. And it's kind of weird for me to say, but I felt like those ones were kind of the weaker points of the album. Like the longer songs were definitely the standout for me personally here. And I will say, this is going to be kind of a devil's advocate kind of thing. If you already like Periphery, you're gonna love this album, okay? Like, you're gonna love everything about this here. But again, if you're like brand new to this album, like there's nothing, like some people may think there's nothing new here, and that I kind of get both sides of it here. Because again, if you're a Periphery fan, you're gonna love it. But if you're listening to it as like just a casual listener, like, oh, a new band dropped a new album like Periphery did, you may listen to it and be a little turned off. You're like, how is this different than any other like album in the genre? And I completely get it. So again, devil's advocate here, I think it's gonna turn off some people, because again, it is a little bit long. But again, some people may think like it's not as revolutionary as a lot of people say it is. I personally really enjoy it, but I just want to throw that out there for some people. And then after, I will say, after a little while, some of the songs do get a little bit redundant and a little bit repetitive, like especially with like the, you know, obviously on Wildfire, when we first heard it, that really cool piano section that was spreaded throughout the entire album, and I was like, you know, Periphery is like really creative, so when you hear something kind of repeated over and over, you're kind of like, okay, maybe they could have done something a little bit different here. The piano interludes were cool, and I love the way the piano sounds, but it's like, you know, it's just, it got kind of predictable at some points. Even though the songs has a lot of moving parts in them, there's still a little bit that's a little bit predictable, and I won't say the structure the same, but just predictable moments on some of the songs, particularly with some of the interludes that they have within a lot of the songs. Top 3 favorite songs from this album, I'm going to say number 1 is Wildfire, just kicking off the gate here. I know it was a single, but this song really drew me back into Periphery, because I haven't listened to them in a while, and so when they announced this new album, I went back and listened to a lot of their other material, and I still really, really enjoy this band. It's just like all their songs are super long, so it's hard for me to kind of get into it all the time, but I do appreciate their craft, and Wildfire was a perfect example for me of like just high octane riffs, great singing, just in your face, and I absolutely loved that. I thought it was just a fantastic song. Definitely one of my favorites on the album. I'd also say, as I mentioned earlier, is that Everything Is Fine was a really fun song. It was really groovy. It was really heavy. It was like, it was a shorter song, but I think that was the best one of the shorter songs. Just really intense and in your face. I really, really enjoyed that. And then my last favorite song was actually Dracul, Gras, or however you say it here. That song is the longest song on the album, and honestly, I kind of started off going like, it started off pretty cool, but I was like, I'm kind of losing interest a little bit because it is just really long. But then it came back with that horror element of him singing like kind of like it's a scary movie, and I'm like, that's really, really cool. And that's what I mean by Spencer using his voice as an instrument, be able to portray that kind of sound. That song was super sick. I really, really enjoyed that song. Those are the top 3 favorite songs from this album here. But again, overall, I really enjoyed the album. And man, I really enjoyed this album. It definitely had moments in there for me where I was like, dude, this is definitely some of the highlights of Periphery's career. And then there's some moments where I was like, man, the outro's a little bit too long. Again, some of the interludes are a little bit redundant, but they still sound cool. I like the piano, but just a little bit redundant and repetitive. And overall, though, man, I really enjoyed it. I think the song has really cool moments in it. I think the musicianship in this band is fantastic. I think they put together a wonderful record. It sounds great. I mean, it's very polished and very fresh. Again, like if you're already a fan of Periphery, you're gonna love this album. Give it a 10 out of 10. Periphery has like a really kind of cool following where it's like,
If you're a dedicated fan, you're gonna love everything they put out. But again, like, if you listen to it for the first time, some people may be turned off by it here. Again, I would recommend Periphery 3. Like, that's where I mean, I love their other stuff, but I don't know, for some reason, Periphery 3 was more accessible for me, and I think it would be to a lot of people, in my personal opinion. So overall, man, I'm not disappointed in this album at all. I'm gonna give it a pretty high score, but again, it's not like the most, it's a crazy album, but not like crazy like, oh my gosh, I think it's gonna change the game. But it's a very enjoyable album all the way through. I'm giving Periphery 5, Djent is not a genre, an 8.5 out of 10. Again, so many cool moments in there. Again, a little bit redundant within some of the songs, but overall, man, this was a stellar listen, especially for 9 songs, and it's a 69-minute album. Nice. I had a really good time listening to this album. All right, my friends. Well, thank you all so much for jamming Periphery's new album, Djent is not a genre. I really enjoyed it, but I'd love to know your thoughts down below here on Patreon or on YouTube. I'd love to get a back and forth conversation started with you guys here in regards to this album. So whatever you feel, leave your comment down below or shoot me a message on Instagram or Twitter. Would absolutely love to talk to you guys about it. Again, we have 2 more album reactions coming this weekend. Tomorrow on Saturday, March 11th, we're going to be doing For the Fallen Dreams self-titled album. And then Sunday the 12th, we'll be doing Suicide Silence, Remember You Must Die. And again, I had to wait for Vimeo to come back. So again, Vimeo is good now. So again, all the other videos should be on there for you guys to check out here if you want to go back and rewatch some of the older videos. So again, I want to thank you all so much for supporting me here at the channel, the Burton Entertainment $5 tier here on Patreon. Always remember that you guys are loved. And until next time, I hope you all take care, and much love to every single one of you guys.